What's going on, Raiders? Duelam here, and today the time has finally come. That's right, Leonardo's Sword Master's Path is finally here, and we're opening up every single sacred shard it's going to take to get the unlock for Leonardo and the 5 red for him, because yes, he is that worth it. I have 51 sacreds saved up, so if you're ready, let's get into it. First, make sure you're clicking that download link down in the description or scanning the QR code to get started off in Raid Shadow Legends the best way possible. You're going to be starting off with Corrado Fox Hunter, who is going to be a Spirit Affinity legendary nuker. Absolutely amazing damage. You're also going to be getting Tagore, who's an epic support character who has Revive All as well as increase ally speed. Two of the most important things to have on a support character. You're going to get a second support character named Ugo, who is absolutely amazing. Got Leech on the A1. Decreased defense as well as block buffs, debuffs on the A2, and a cleanse and a revive. And then you're also going to get Venomage, who is another support character that's going to help you out so much and give you some amazing poisons as well. Then you're going to want to make sure you type in the promo code Demon Slayer to get Tholen Foulbeard day number 1. And you want to make sure you do this within the first 24 hours of starting your new Raid Shadow Legends account. This will start you off the best way possible, so make sure you're doing that right now. All right, so what we're going to do, I have 51 sacreds. We're going to open up 44 of them because that's going to get me the entire path that I want to get. You see, I do have a bunch of energy saved up as well. I could use 2,500 energy, would equate to 1 sacred shard essentially, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to save all this energy and just throw Leonardo into Minnow so he can get farmed up as quickly as possible essentially and get ready to go. I also do have all the books ready to go for him as well. We're going to use Raphael as an example. Leonardo does take 9 books, and I do have 9 books exactly. So that's pretty awesome. I am prepped and ready to go. He's going to get fully booked out right away, and that is pretty awesome. For the progressive chance here, you've got 5 options. I made a video about this on Thursday, but this is going to depend, right? So I feel like if you don't have any of these here, Donatello's the no-brainer. If you do have Donatello, I would say Raphael at that point. And then at that point, it's kind of dealer's choice. I don't really care for Corvus all that much or for Richtof because both of them are going to be poisons. They're kind of they're okay. April, very niche, but still very good. I'm actually kind of in a unique position where I'm going to put April as my progressive chance because I have all of the other turtles except for Leonardo. So if I get April here, then I do get a mythical relic, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to put her as my progressive chance. The other thing that we're doing today is my wife is sitting next to me just off camera. She's smiling at me like an idiot. I love her. She's going to help me. So we're going to get some wife luck here. So we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to do the first one. She's going to do the second one. And we're going to see who's luckier. It's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to see who's luckier. So let's start off. I've been saving 51 sacred shards. This is months of saving here. So sacred shard number 1. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Let's start it off right. Nope, we're starting it off wrong with a epic. Caden. I actually don't know Caden. Faction Wars, Dark Elves. That's not terrible. Provoke. A really low chance of provoke. Decrease attack. It is an AoE decrease attack. 100% chance. That's not terrible on a 3-turn cooldown. That's actually not horrible. A revive 2 allies as well on a 4-turn cooldown. That's not horrible, actually. Now I'm actually kind of curious. I want to go over to Hell Hades and see what he's ranked. Because that's not horrible. He could actually be kind of useful as a reviver for Dark Elves. Dark Elves is a really bad faction. I mean, he's 3.5, so maybe I'll use him. But yeah, Dark Elves is a really bad faction. So if I can use him, that'd be great. Now this is going to be wife's pull. All you got to do is click that little button there. You got 2 colors. We got purple, which is what I just got epic, and then gold, which is legendary. We want legendary, obviously. All right, wife shard number 1, number 2 in total. All right, she got an epic as well. Who'd she get? Vildrax. I don't know Vildrax either, actually. Doesn't look great. We got a Leech on the A1 at a 50% chance. That's not terrible. AoE Hex. Okay, 3-turn cooldown. I could use a Hexer. I don't have Mithrala yet, but once I have Mithrala... What? Thank you. Once I have Mithrala, though, which I'm actually really close, I'll probably use her. Vildrax, not too great, but that's okay. All right. You got to step it up, babe, all right? You got to step it up. That's right. All right. Shard number 3. Let's keep it moving. We'll see what we got here. Hopefully we get an early legendary so the progressive chance is better. Another epic, is that Sachi? It is Sashi. Okay, Faction War's pretty good for Shadowkin. I almost have Mikage as well, so Shadowkin's about to take off. Obviously, I'm about to get Leonardo as well, so Faction War's pretty solid here. I'm actually curious what she's ranked at. So let's do that and see what her rank is in Hell Hades, because I'm curious now. So 4 support character. Give me a 4. Is it a 4? I don't know. It's not loading now. That's pretty funny. Give me a 4. It's not going to load now. Okay, well, we'll look. Oh, her entire kit's not going to load. Oh, hell, Hades, you're failing me. That's fine. We'll go back in game. All right, decreased accuracy, not the best, but it is an AoE on a 50% chance. That's not bad. Attacks 1 enemy. Decreased crit rate on a 2-turn cooldown. A leech. That's actually not bad. 2-turn leech on a 2-turn cooldown. That's pretty solid, actually. And then places 50% increased attack buff on allies for 2 turns, then attacks 1 enemy on a 3-turn cooldown. That's actually really good. And turn meter fillage. I'll use her in Faction Wars. Okay. False Death revives a random ally with 30% HP whenever this champion kills an enemy. That's kind of cool. Has a 50% chance of placing a fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn whenever this ally is revived. That's not bad at all. And she's pretty, according to my wife, so that's pretty awesome. You can see like 6% of her. We've got straight weenus in the corner here, and then we have her eyes. But my wife said pretty, so that's all that matters. All right, wife shard opening now. Let's see what she's got. This is shard number 4. I'm absolutely gonna lose count because I'm stupid, but all right, epic character. Is that Maneater? Oh no, it's Shatterbones. Damn it, that's his ugly twin. Shatterbones, not good at all. My wife's laughing at my stupid jokes. Small version of increased attack for 1 turn if it's critical. Decreased turn meter by 30. That's actually not bad. On a 75%. Oh, yeah. This is used a lot in PvE and like wave content. This guy's not terrible. He's not great, but Faction Wars maybe just for like the wave control on the A2. That's not terrible. Increase ally accuracy in arena battles. Okay, not terrible. All right, shard number 5, my turn. I have odd numbers. She has even numbers. Maybe that I can remember it that way. What do we got? Another epic. That's a big thing. Oh, Narox Blackhorn. He was actually the fusion character for, I can't remember, maybe Tholen? I think he was the fusion. Not great. He's okay. I think he has a decreased speed on the A1 at a 50% chance when booked. Yeah, he does. Look at that. I remembered. Ally protection, counterattack. He's not terrible, but he's nothing too crazy. He does have a AoE provoke on a 75% chance on a 4-turn cooldown for 1 turn, which isn't bad. The reflect damage is interesting. Nothing too crazy, though. Let's see if the wife can step it up a little bit here, because we're both sucking all of the butts right now when it comes to shards. It's not great. Well, another epic. There are some very good epics in the game. Adriel, I don't know Adriel, actually. Doesn't look great. Decrease accuracy on the A1, that's not great. Heals all allies by 20% of their max HP, reflect damage on a 3-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decrease debuff. Let me see if I can pull her up in Hell Hades while we're reading this, and maybe the ranking will actually show up this time. Let's see. Okay, not terrible. Increase magic ally speed by 21%. She is a 2 out of 5. Hot garbage. Oh my lord. Well, that was shard number 6. Number 7. The good thing is we still got 35 to go, so we've got a while. Another epic. Good lord have mercy. This is Lady Quillen. She's okay. Nothing too crazy. I might end up using her in Faction Wars, especially because I've got a couple of her now, but worst case, I can put her into Faction Guardian. She has attacks 1 enemy, fills the champion's turn meter by 15% of its attack is critical, which is kind of nice. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 30% of this attack kills an enemy. That's really, really good on a 3-turn cooldown if that can get going. And then attack all enemies, places an increased crit damage buff on all allies, which is the good one. I like that instead of crit chance, because obviously you're going to have crit chance. Also places increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns if this attack is critical. Very, very solid. I'll take it. All right, wife, you're at number 8 now, I think. Yeah, number 8. I think 8 sounds right. Yeah, 8. Lovely. That's why I keep her around. She's the brains of the operation. Allure, one of the best epics in the game. She's really great. Really, really, really good reviews. I mean, Fire Knight's Castle, normal, not hard. She's very good. Faction Wars, she's actually good as well. She's got a lot of controlling effects on the A1, the triple hitter. As well as placing decreased defense. It's the small version, but that's okay. Also a sheep debuff. Yes, you can turn people into sheep in this game. It's pretty funny. Yeah, they literally turn into sheeps and they go, bah! And they headbutt people when they take their turns. Yeah, it's pretty great. Turn on targets under decreased defense debuff, which is pretty cool. And then attacks, 1 enemy has a 30% extra chance of inflicting a critical hit. Will ignore 50% of the target's defense. This can hit really hard, but it's on a 6-turn cooldown, which is not great. So She is cool. Yeah, she's great. She looks like she has a great personality, doesn't she? Oh, never mind. No, she doesn't. My wife didn't like that. All right, orb number 9. Orb number 9. Shard number 9. Can we get a legendary? Come on. No. Who are you? Thoresk? I don't know you, actually. Faction Wars potential? Maybe? I'm actually kind of curious now. Hell Hades says I've looked her up before, but I did spell her very wrong, so that's pretty cool. But I have looked her up before. She's probably hot garbage because I don't remember. Indeedy, she is. Hot garbage, 2.5. All right, babe, let's step it up here. She is cool, that's true. She's very blue. All right, let's see what we got here. Come on, give me a legendary. Damn it! That's not good. That's actually amazing. That's amazing. That looks like the most stereotypical white guy ever, but you want to... That is amazing because I need him for Lady Mikage. Oh boy, I just got Yulfrig. Okay, well, I only need Endalia, and that's it for Lady Mikage. So even if I don't get anything else in this entire shard pulling, I think that's a victory in my books. If I'm being honest, I think that's a win. All right, great job, babe. Great job. Still not gold, but great job. That was 10? Oh no, she forgot now. My timekeeper forgot. I think this is 11. I don't remember, honestly. I don't know. All right, it's another epic. And we got Fane. Oh, Fane's pretty awesome. We got a double hitter on the A1. Has a 50% chance of stealing 5% of the target's turn meter. We got a poison on the A2. Really, really nice. Gets a decreased attack as well with the Ascended. Very solid character here. Kind of looks like a hamster, though, doesn't... Yeah, kind of looks like a hamster. She's a skinwalker, so they're all like animals that are like bipedal. Yeah. So there's a lot of them. There's actually a rooster in the game. I'm not joking. He's a mythical character, like one of the best characters in the game. Very good. Yeah, he's very annoying. All right, I was gonna make a cock joke, but I decided not to. All right, yeah, my wife would have been disappointed. All right, we got number 12, I think, because again, she's the even, so I think number 12. Good lord, we are getting really unlucky, but it is a Vogoth, and Vogoth is kind of nuts. He's very good for Faction Wars. I did pull Vogoth in my Ancient Shard opening recently, but the more the merrier because I can empower him once I have the Undead Hordes done. So that's really solid. Triple hitter on the A1, increasing a random debuff by 1 is really nice. 40% chance of that. We've got a Provoke. AoE Provoke, 1 turn on a 3-turn cooldown. Very, very solid as well. Decreased attack. Very, very good as well. Very awesome. And then the passive here, when this champion is attacked, heals all allies by 50% of the damage received, which is really, really good too. And then you got a second passive. When attacked, places a leech debuff on the attacker for 2 turns. The attacker is under a provoke. Debuff placed by this champion also has a 100% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random skill on the attacker by 2 turns, which is really, really solid. This guy is very, very good. He's also got a great pair of man boobs, so that's pretty awesome too. He is very ugly, you're not wrong, but he is great. So another great job, babe. First Yulfrig, the most stereotypical white guy ever, and then Vogoth. We're doing great things. I think this is lucky number 13. But yeah, we'll keep going. We got a while to go. This is going to be a long one today. So who's this? Arndolf? Wow, you sound like a doofus. A1 provoke, 1 turn on a 30% chance. Has a weaken. That's my wife laughing in the background. A fear. Ugh. I don't like this guy. I have a feeling he's going to be rated at a... Oh, I spelled him wrong, too. I have a feeling he's going to be rated at a 3 at best. Because he does not look very good. His reviews don't look good either. And let's see if I was right. Is it going to pull up? Is it going to... 3! Look at that. I was dead on. I'm a magician. All right, well, look at that. Yeah, he does not look good. He's got some great hair, though. Look at that. Absolutely. All right. Wife number 14. Let's do it. I believe in you, babe. It was too far. All right, let's see what we got here. Good lord, we are getting a string of epics here. Frostbringer, you better have freeze on every attack, and you're actually good in Fire Knight. Yeah, doesn't look good everywhere else, though, but Frostbringer, I have no idea who this one is. I'm assuming really good in Fire Knight Hard because Freeze and Frost is in the name, but I'm not sure, honestly. Sacred Order support character, hot garbage. All right, moving on. My turn, right? 15? 15. 15. We're at 15. Can we get a legendary, please? please? Damn it! Who are you? Ilicinia? I don't know who you are. She does look evil. You're not wrong. One random buff, 50% chance. That's not great. Before attacking, has a 50% chance of removing any block debuff buffs from all enemies. That's not terrible. Also has a 50% chance of placing a block debuff. That's actually not bad. That's pretty interesting. Places a shield buff on allies for 2 turns. That could be good. I still don't have a team-wide shielder as well. So maybe not bad. I'm actually kind of curious. How do I spell her name again? Ilicinia. Let's see if she's any good, because I do need an AoE shielder, because I don't have like a Wixwell or anything. You know, Plarium has not been that kind to me. It doesn't look like the rating is going to pop up, but that's okay. We'll move on. Not that great. So that was 15. This is number 16. This is the wife again. Let's get a legendary, please and thank you. I've got to be getting close to Mercy, right? Like, who are you? Tomo? The second I saw her name, I thought Toe. I thought her name was just Toe. Tomo. No, she does not look like a Toe. No, she does not. Faction Wars. Okay, maybe she's got some good turn meter control stuff. That'd be pretty cool. She's a support-based character. Let's see. Attack. 30% chance of stealing rather than wearing a buff. She's a 3-star rating on Hell Hades. Decrease attack is really nice. AoE decrease attack on a 100% chance on a 3-turn cooldown. That's pretty nice. Thick as Thieves, 6-turn cooldown, book down to a 4-turn cooldown, places a counterattack buff on a target ally for 2 turns. Places counterattack buff for 3 turns instead if the ally is from Shadowkin faction. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15% and it places a 30%. That's actually not bad. Interesting. Okay. Passive is increase all heals and turn meter effects by 20% when used on allies on the Shadowkin faction if there are multiple champions in this team with a skill. Okay. Interesting. I'll take that. That's pretty good. This will be good for Faction Wars. I'll take it. That was number 16, correct? Was that me or you? Oh, no. She was going to ask that. That was 16, and that was me. I'm pretty sure. I think we started at 51. Continue on, dear. Did you open the live? I go? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, 17. I'm odd. Right. I got there. We're fine. I got there. Math is not mathin'. We got the legendary! Martyr? I don't know who you are. Are you good? Well, you're in Faction Wars. Maybe you're good. I don't recognize you. Demon Lord, Faction Wars, Fire Knight, probably some multi-hitters. Let's see what we got. Sacred Order as well. I could use help in Sacred Order, I think, can't I? I can never remember if I need help in Sacred Order or not, but it's not loading in Hell Hades. How dare you? I'm going to hit refresh while I look in game again. All right, we're going back in game. Yeah, it's not loading. I don't know why. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Maybe if I extend the page out a little bit. Nope, that didn't work at all. Oh, no. I've messed things up, I'm sure. Oh, well. All right, let's see what she's got here. Decreased defense on an A1. Okay. Big version. It is booked up to what? That's a lot of math. 75% chance. Bastion of Faith, 4-turn cooldown, book down to a 3-turn cooldown, increased defense, counterattack buff on all allies for 2 turns. That's not shabby. We've got Suppression, 6-turn cooldown, book down to a 4-turn cooldown, attacks all enemies, places a decreased attack debuff for 2 turns, places a Provoke debuff for 1 turn. Not terrible. Interesting. And then increase ally defense in all battles. Okay. Maybe potentially good. Maybe. I'm not sure. Hopefully pretty good one day. I'm honestly not sure though. Hopefully indeed. All right, let's keep going. It's your turn now, babe. This is number 18. We got a legendary, so now you got to step it up. I can't go further. The mouse only goes so far. You got to slide over more. She refuses to be on camera, by the way. Absolutely refuses. Ripper, you're absolutely hot garbage. Like, not even joking. Probably one of the worst epics in the game. Not good at all. Yeah, no, not great. No, he's terrible. No, he's really bad. That was number 18, so this is number 19. I never thought I'd get to 19 Sacred Shards in one video, but Lord have mercy, here we are. Who are you? Ruella. You're not bad, actually. Fire Knights, Faction Wars. Yeah, I need a damage dealer in Sylvan Watchers. I have every support in Sylvan Watchers. I have Oella. I have Elva. I've got all the supports, and I have, like, no damage dealers except for Mistrider Dothy. So I literally tickle the entire time I'm in there. Hold on, woman. I got to talk about the character. God, she's like, give me the mouse. I got a clicky. She's already addicted to opening shards. Harassment volley attacks one enemy 3 times. Each critical hit is an 80% chance. Booked up to a 100% chance. Interesting. Stealing target's turn meter. That's actually pretty good. No respite, 4-turn cooldown. No book cooldown. No books to cooldown. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Another triple hitter. Each hit is a 50% chance of placing decreased defense, weaken, and decreased speed. That's kind of gnarly. I actually like that. And all the buffs can land on each hit too. So that's really solid. Timed off, I almost said timid because I'm stupid. Timed offense, 6-turn cooldown, booked down to a 3-turn cooldown, fills the turn meter of all allies and places a 30% increased crit rate buff on all allies for 2 turns. That's not terrible. She's very solid, actually. Okay, cool. I'll take that. All right, now you can get your grubby hands on the mouse. God. She's literally like staring at me like, shut up. I don't care about the character. Oh, another epic. Who's that? Kellen the Shrike. Faction Wars. Okay, she laughed at that too. I'm not sure why. Another attack-based character for Sylvan Watchers. I need damage dealers, let me tell you. More weaken on the A1 at a 50% chance. That's not bad. We've got Huntsman Gambit, 4-turn cooldown, booked down to a 3-turn cooldown. Attacks one enemy 2 times. The first hit has a 75, booked up to 100% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 50%. The second hit, decreased speed, 30. That's actually pretty good. Perfect Veil as well. Wowee. That's pretty good, actually. Attacks all enemies. Damage increases by 5% for each buff on the target. Let me tell you, the amount of buffs that Elva, Oella, and all the supports that I have put out on my Sylvan Watchers, this will do a lot of damage. So that's pretty solid. Cool. Will ignore shield buffs when attacking under a Veil or a Perfect Veil buff. That's pretty solid. I'll take that. I really need Faction Wars help because Lord knows I need Lydia. Is this number 21? I think this is 21. Again, I think we started at 51, but I don't know. Okay, this is number 21. We're halfway there. Oh my God. I never thought I'd open up this many in a single video, but here we are. Kalia, who are you? Demon Lord, Arena, Faction Wars, maybe Barbarians, that could help me out. Superheated Hammer, HP Burn, not terrible. It looks like a Unity champ or a companion champ with Ader. I don't know who Ader is, but he doesn't, I don't know who that is. Attacks all enemies. 75% chance of placing 100% heal reduction. That's not bad. HP burn, ally attack. All right, babe. 22. Let's do it. Thank you. She grabbed my hand extra slowly there. It's like when you're at the movie theater and you both go for the popcorn at the same time on the first date. It was pretty great. Excruciator. Demon Spawn. You look cool. That's some hair right there. All right, cool. Flicker Strike attacks one enemy. Damage increases by 20% attacking under Veil. That's not great. Neck Snapper. What a great name for an ability. I swear, if she doesn't go behind the person and just actually snap their neck, I don't want this ability. 4-turn cooldown booked down to a 3-turn cooldown. Damage increases by 30% while attacking under a Veil. She just attacks one enemy. That might be the most basic ability I've ever seen. And then the Ascended skill just gives more damage. Fully depletes the target's turn meter. That's not terrible. Okay. That's not terrible. Okay. Places a Veil buff on this champion at the start of the beginning of each round. Places a Veil buff on this champion each time they kill an enemy. Okay, I can see some uses. Nothing too crazy. Probably not worth building, but hey. Cool. That was 22. This is 23. All right, that's going to be it for this half of the Sacred Shard pulls. I am going to be doing more tomorrow, the second half here, just because the video was so long. I wanted to make it a little bit easier to digest for people because I know a 46-minute video is pretty long. So I will have part 2 of the Shard openings tomorrow, and they just keep getting crazier. Does my wife's luck get any better? Tune in to find out, but make sure you're clicking that download link below to get started off with the best way in Raid Shadow Legends history. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.